Epson Expression 13000 XL Archival Scanner. Honest proof behind the results.
You spent 45 minutes stitching 2 scans together because your scanner bed was too small? Again! The colors drifted, the shadows collapsed into noise, and that faded 1962 family portrait still looks like a ghost, no matter how many retries you throw at it. Type me if this feels too real. Have you ever wondered if the scanner itself is the actual problem?
That chaotic cycle of rescanning, color correcting, and still never trusting the final file? It is suffocating. Every botched scan is another hour gone forever. Another fragile original you are afraid to handle one more time. But what if one single machine could capture everything in a single pass with color so accurate you would stop questioning your own eyes? Stay right here.
Then I plugged in the Epson Expression 13000 XL Archival Photo and Graphics Flatbed Scanner, and everything shifted. Do not just pick any flatbed scanner. Make sure it has true 4.0 DMAX dynamic range with a 12.2 by 17.2 inch bed, so you never feel the frustration of muddy shadows and stitched partial scans ever again. The 2400 by 4800 DPI optical resolution captures details your eyes nearly miss in the original. A museum archivist scanning a fragile 1920s map nearly gave up after 2 failed attempts on a standard scanner. One pass on the 13000 XL delivered a file so clean it went straight into the permanent digital archive without correction. You could almost feel the paper texture through the screen. The 48-bit color depth means every tonal shift and every faded watercolor edge translates faithfully. Silverfast AI Studio 9 handles IT8 calibration and multi-exposure scanning without Photoshop gymnastics. The 180-degree lid opens flat for thick books without cracking a spine. Which format are you scanning most? Film, prints, or documents? Drop it below. ReadyScan LED fires instantly with zero warm-up so your momentum never stalls. Here is where the Epson Expression 13000 XL stops being impressive on paper and starts being undeniable in practice. Time saved hits first. A photographer scanning an entire roll of medium format film in one pass instead of 3 cut a 4-hour session to 90 minutes. That freed up time became actual editing, actual printing, actual creative work instead of babysitting a scanner. Then comes the focus shift. When you trust that every scan captures highlights, midtones, and deep shadows faithfully, you stop rescanning. Your attention moves from damage control to real creative decisions. An industry analyst confirmed the 13000 XL meets FADGI 3-star digitization standards, the benchmark National Archives use to certify preservation quality. A fine art Giclée printer producing 30 by 40 inch prints from these scans reported color accuracy so precise that post-scan correction became nearly unnecessary. One long-term user called it the only flatbed that fully replaced their drum scanner service. Curious whether the 4.0 DMAX actually matters? A side-by-side test between a 3.4 DMAX scanner and the 13000 XL on a dense Velvia transparency revealed shadow detail in the Epson file that simply did not exist in the other. Not subtle, visible. Which result matters most? Comment 1 for color accuracy, 2 for time saved, 3 for archival peace of mind. And anyone worried about Silverfast's learning curve? Every professional surveyed said the initial few hours paid back exponentially within the first week. That is not a barrier, that is a shortcut. Come see why serious photographers, archivists, and fine art printers quietly switched to the Epson Expression 13000 XL Archival Photo and Graphics Flatbed Scanner and never looked back. This is the flatbed that captures what other scanners pretend to see. Full dynamic range, true color, and every detail your originals actually hold within them. I have dropped my link in the description and pinned it in the comments. Just click and see for yourself. Your originals have waited long enough for a scanner that finally does them justice. This is the one.
For demo videos and current pricing, check the link in the description.